Welcome back to Steve Robb Reviews. Today we're going to review an interesting product, a product that I have used with another brand that was very successful, a high quality ground blind. This one here I picked up is, well, it's a little bit different, and if you can tell by the size of the box, if you've been watching the channel long enough, it's a lot smaller than the Primos Club XL. A lot smaller, a lot lighter, and half the price. So I thought I'd do this review of comparing this ground blind, the Barronett radar, and of course I picked the, it's called the snow blind. Well, I guess you can get camo, you get all kinds of different ones. These are both two-man blinds. Now you don't just use these for deer hunting. A lot of people use them for bird watching. A lot of people use them for nature photography, all kinds of things. I know there's guys that have construction sites, you know, remote construction areas. They bring one of these just for a temporary shelter during the daytime, just to get out of the sun and that kind of thing. But I'm going to take a look at this one and compare both. But I'm going to show you what it looks like at my place up in Northern Ontario, first week of November. Let's take a look at that. Well, here we go right here. Here's just a nice long distance shot, and this is just of my little tiny garage I have up there, and you could see we have quite a bit of snow. And right here next is the little bit of a cabin I've got here, and of course this is way up in Northern Ontario. And the third one there you could see in the distance. Wow, we've got a lot of snow. We got 18 inches last fall, and here we go. This is my ATV. I just took a shot of that there, and yeah, you cannot get around an ATV too good once you get past about 10-12 inches. So the last one here, well, no, I'm going to show you two more here. Okay, so this one right here is the this is the grain barrel that we put up in the tree, hanging down, feeding the deer, and that was quite an adventure with me and Doug from Pine Tree Line Outdoors. And the last one here, if you could take a real good look at that picture right there, you're going to see that there's actually a tree stand in there. And a couple of years ago, a great big maple fell down right on the tree stand where somebody would have been sitting had we not gone in for lunch. So what do you think of that? Okay, so there you go right there. That's why I picked out this one here, the snow blind. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is, to make a fair comparison, I'm going to show you the review, just a little clip of what I did. I guess it was over a year ago with the Primos Club XL. I really like this one. It's fantastic. It's easy to set up. It's just, you know, just like a pop-up tent kind of a thing, and it is terrific. So I'll just show you a little bit of video clip of this, and then we'll take this. We'll go out in the backyard and I'll set this one up, and let's take a good look at the differences, because unless you have a different brand, how would you know, right? So let's go up to Northern Ontario right now and let's take a look at the blind that I have right now, the Primos Club XL. Well, that's it right there with the door open. And guys, I tell you what, there is lots of room in there, and when you're sitting right there, that whole screen part opens right up, and of course we'll open this side up here too. But all I did was just drive some stakes in the ground all the way around it. Okay, so we're looking at the back of this right now, and you get a good idea of where I'm looking when we're going to be sitting inside. And we're going right up there. Well, you can see in the last clip there, I was just pointing, well, actually that's the way we were shooting. And right in front there, that's where there's a game trail that goes across, and a little further down. And if you want, I'll put a link down below, and you can take a look at the really, I think it's quite ingenious rig that I set up compared to the old grain barrel that I had up in the air full of corn with a timer on the bottom of it for feeding the deer. Well, I made a new one, and for a lot of people that are just going to run across this video, if you want, take a look down below. I made my own more portable, more reliable tree stand, and not tree stand, grain feeder, and it goes up into a tree And of course it's all made out of metal, it's not made out of wood. And I made 2 of them. So you guys take a look at that if you want. But let's take a look at this here. I'm just going to take it, I open it up, I'm just going to take it out of the bag. And the first thing I'll tell you is, compared to the Primus XL, you couldn't do this. The Primus is, I'd say, twice as heavy, and it's a lot bigger physically around and longer. So I mean, yeah, this here, thrown over your shoulder and going away, well, the Primus is a lot bigger and it's a lot heavier. So let's take a look inside and let's see how this compares to the Primus Club XL. Okay, so here we are. First thing, you should be able to just take it out of the bag, put it out on your area where you're going to be, and it should just set up easy. You shouldn't have to read no instructions, none of that stuff. Let's take a look. Well, that came out pretty easy. There's a little bit of a tie here. I'll never use that again. And it's just going to unroll. Let's just unroll it and let's see what happens here. Okay, this ain't going the way I thought. I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something about these things. Yeah, they're spring loaded. You have to actually just step on it and then pull as they come up. Let's try this again, right? Okay. Okay, this ain't going as intended. Let's try this again. Now the Primus XL, I never had this problem. But this is a little bit different, and I'm thinking maybe you got to read some instructions, because I tell you what, okay, this ain't going up easy. I'm going to tackle this and wrestle it down and figure out why this ain't going together right. Okay, 15 minutes later, I wrestled with this thing pretty good. And the one thing I found out is because it's so much lighter, what I used to do with the Primus is just grab the center of the top, give it a little tug, and it would come open. Well, not so easy with this one, but I got the top open. And you can see, so I just pulled on the top, and then now the other sides, yeah, they just pop open like that. Woo! I'm getting there, guys. Okay, I got one more here. Okay, now that I figured it out, because because it's so lightweight, now I know exactly what to do next time. But you know what? Because it's so lightweight, wow, it was a bear to get it started. So what you have to do is just grab the top, get it laid down, and then give it a good quick up, and she'll spring load open. So let's take a good look at her right now. Okay, well there we go right there. She's all finally sprung open, and it does come with the I guess just a camouflage kind of screening, and you can take that off as well inside. And I showed you how this one here, yeah, there's the screening gone. And so far it's about the same size, I would say, as the Primos club. But I want to take you inside, and I want to show you something. Okay, it's pretty dark in here, but can you guys see that? All on the ceiling here, all the way around, everywhere. Guys, I don't know, because I put my hand on the other side, and I don't know if they are going to cause leaks. This is just going to leak like a sieve. I'm not too sure. You take a look at a spot like this, and it's not like I can poke my hand through it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some water and spray it on top here and see if that leaks. Okay, I'm just above the window there I showed before, and I'm just going to pour some water on. Now I'm looking through the other window here. Okay, that's good. She's not leaking. Well, as you can see, it was a bit of a struggle there. I did take a look inside, and they have 6 pegs, and they give you 2 ropes. I don't know what you're supposed to do with the other ones, but yeah, there's 4 tie downs to go around the blind, and they should give you 4 ropes, right? But I'll put my own ropes, and I don't use their little pegs. I drive some nice wooden stakes in the ground. But what do I think? Well, it threw me right off because it was so light. Because it was so light, it was hard to actually make each section pop up. But after I got the hang of it, yeah, now that I know, it's going to be a lot easier. You know, you got to really just give it a good snap. If you got 2 people, no problem, you know. But because the Primos is so much heavier, for me, it's so much easier. The material on this one, I thought, you know what? I can see like the daylight through there, and it wasn't leaking, guys. So I mean, that part there, okay, that's fine. But I'm gonna have to test this out further, and look forward to seeing this up in my my rope cabin up in Northern Ontario this fall, hopefully. And I'm going to give it, out of 5 stars, I'm going to give it a 4 for now, because it is quite hard to set up. They didn't put the right amount of attachments. You know, there's 4 sides, 4 pegs. They give you 6 pegs and 2 ropes. And I'm saying, yeah, they dropped the ball on that one there. Okay, overall, for half the price, I got more than half the value. And I mean, for what I paid for it, I'm satisfied. You know, for me, I like it. I know how it goes up now. And would I buy another one? You know, I think I will, but I'm going to hold off until I wait to see how this thing actually performs. And for me, it's exactly the same as the Primos, except a lighter weight, a lighter material, and we'll find out in time if it's as good. So thanks for joining me here today. I hope you like this little bit of a episode of me trying to wrangle that thing together. And come back again if you've never seen this channel before. Well, you're welcome to subscribe. Come back for more. Check out the links below, and let's have some more fun. Cheers.